What's up, y'all? Kai Senpai here. Just giving a forewarning this episode, Yahida had a few auditory issues with her microphone, so she'll be cutting out a lot of this episode, so we apologize for that. But sit back and enjoy the show. Welcome everyone to SipTeawithSenpais. First of all, Happy New Year! Bring in this new year with some good times. I am Bubbly Senpai Kai. I'm not used to hosting y'all.
I'm the mediator Senpai Nyera. What's up?
I'm chill, just here, Senpai. Hi.
That bitch, the beautiful.
And we are gonna kick it off right. We're gonna talk about anime news because we're a bunch of weebs. So who wants to go first with their anime news? Anyone?
Just a couple. So the newest season of Dr. Stone should be coming out in about 4 days.
Yay.
Also,
Remind me what that was, because I know I haven't seen it.
long story short, a really smart kid, and basically everybody from his time period gets
Turned to stone.
Yeah, turned to stone by this one weird ass comet that just passed by the earth and just turned everybody to stone.
Oh, so that's how that happened.
Yeah, it was a weird comet. Everybody turned to stone.
Person. I swore I thought I was told it was a person. But okay.
But essentially after that, thousands of years go by and he's the first person to actually come back to life. So basically the whole story is restoring humanity from this one person. So,
By the power of science.
By the power of science, yes.
It's great.
I
fucking love it.
know, I love it too. I can't wait. Also, I never remember the exact name. I just know my life as a slime, like my life reincarnated as a slime or something like that.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Drug dealers?
Wait, what?
Wait.
No, it's the anime's called this.
Okay.
The time I got reincarnated as a slime.
As a slime. Is also getting a season 2.
Slimes aren't only drug dealers. You know what?
Slime is in
What the fuck is wrong?
She hasn't seen it, y'all, but basically
I haven't seen it either, but I know what it is.
yes.
It's what
slime monster?
It's a slime monster, yes.
Just a dude got hit by a car like every other anime girl and became a slime monster in a different universe.
So that's getting a season 2 also. But that's all the news I had. So,
I've got a couple. So Sayuki, it's an anime that's basically kind of an adaptation of the story of Journey to the West. I really loved it. It's getting a new adaptation for its Even a Worm arc. So thank God. Because
I think I actually maybe saw a couple episodes of it initially, but do I remember anything? No.
Yeah, I barely remember it, but I remember watching it and enjoying it, and I was just glad to hear that it's getting another adaptation. The new Pokemon anime called Pokemon Journeys is hinting at the return of Gary Oak, the first true antagonist that we all hated.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Because I'm watching Journeys.
I believe that they're hinting, at least in the Japanese episode's coming out, and Gary Oak is coming back. And Ash is going to give him them hands. At least that's what we hope. One Piece released its 1,000th chapter. Holy crap. This is like one of the longest going animes ever. Mangas ever. And the author talked about how the series is ending soon, but he wants to make sure everyone stays and, finishes out the story of Luffy and the gang together. And
I will say this.
Wait.
If it ends on that shit where it's like, the One Piece was inside of us all along, I'm gonna kill him.
No, it doesn't seem like it's that.
What the fuck you said?
I said that that One Piece released its 1,000th chapter, and the author is talking about the series is going to be ending soon. I don't know when soon is, because this guy's went through 1,000 chapters of a fucking manga, so
He said he has one of the interviews, 2 chapters in him, and then it's gonna end.
I have no idea.
But I think I'm gonna be fucking 40 by the time that shit ends, bro.
I mean, at least here's the thing. We're not the Berserk fandom. They only just got off the fucking boat. So you know what? At least we're not them. We're fine. The last one I have is Brad Vernable, actually, sorry. If you guys play DMC5, he's the voice of Griffin. Or if you guys played Fire Emblem Three Houses, he's the voice of Costas, Nadir, and Nardell. Just passed away a couple of weeks ago from at 43. So, yeah.
So young. Oh my God.
Yes. Thoughts and prayers with your family. Him as Griffin was amazing because that character was awesome because that's the game I played. But yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. And it was sad to hear that he passed. But yes, that is my last.
You sound so normal when you're saying it, bitch. It's my hobby.
But yes, that's my last story. I'm sorry. Oh, also, there's ESPN made a joke on Twitter with the Naruto joke. So it was during the playoff between the Rams and the Seahawks. And they were like, the Rams are just seeing everything the Seahawks had thrown to them. And they just had a picture of Sasuke with his Sharingan, except the Sharingan was the Rams logo.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'll show it to you later, Kai. You can put it on the video. But yes, it was hilarious.
Nerd culture coming through.
I love it.
I hate this shit because nerd culture's only coming through because of like famous people who happen to be anime fans.
Ruin the moment.
Thank you.
No, hold on. I have a problem. These are the same. Okay. Right? Like, okay. According to Megan Thee Stallion likes anime, right? What?
Yahida, you're ruining the moment.
Hold on. No goddamn moment. Let me let you know.
Okay? In mainstream, like, hey.
It's not a fun. Hold on. I respect if they're getting into something because they want to get into it. But if you're getting into something because a celebrity likes it, fuck you. Right?
Yeah,
hold on. Let me finish. I'm saying this because a lot of the people who sit here and listen and repeat Megan Thee Stallion lyrics they used to call us weird for liking shit in middle school. You know, like Beyonce? What is that? Hey, what is that? I'm too old for cartoons. Same people now like, oh, did you see Sasuke?
Oh, I remember when people used to say it like that.
No, there are like two bitches on my Facebook that I remember having conversations with when I was in like high school, and we were cool. They didn't ever like make like, I don't know why you're friends with such and such. And I was like, I'm friends with her because she's cool. And they were like, yeah, but all she does is draw like them little characters. Now I'm sitting there saying, look, let's just say that now they're Naruto fans, and it gives me anxiety because I'm like, what do you mean you're getting a Naruto tattoo? After you sat here and mind you, I had to get on these girls at one point because one of them was picking on her, and I'm like, the fuck are you picking on her for? Because all she does is date herself and animals. This is why, like, no, it's unacceptable. I don't give a fuck. It's unacceptable to me. Only if you made fun into anime because you want to, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know this exists. I want to try this. Yeah, but if you're like, oh my god, Megan mentioned it, Little Uzi mentioned it, I'll watch it. Eat a dick.
Yahida, people change, and that's how a lot of people get into things.
People do not change; they suppress. Okay, people do not change; they suppress. Like next up,
it's all just bandwagoning. Let's agree to disagree. Can we?
Okay, agree.
That's all it is. It's just bandwagoning at that point.
Thank you.
And it's nothing new.
All right, so after Yahida's tiny little rant, does anyone else have any anime news stories or rants they would like to get out?
Yahida, did you have news? Because I know I don't. There's a lot behind it.
I have news. Now, here, did you shut the fuck up? I don't need this shit, okay? Okay, I'm pretty sure we already talked about the whole Scott Pilgrim's coming out. There's only a couple of more days until the release. I don't know if they're releasing like a little demo or something, so that's gonna be, hope they do. A huge fan of Scott Pilgrim. The good news is offering like package type deal. It's $139 though, technically $140, you know, because $39.99. Okay, so it's $139 if you want to be specific. They have posters, they have tickets to one of the bands that played. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart, but they have like a whole nice little Scott Pilgrim, big Scott Pilgrim bomb, especially if you're a Scott Pilgrim nerd, like, you know, my boyfriend is. So that's house the rest of my life. But that's just, you know, it's not necessarily, but it's an animated thing, I guess, because, you know, they had like little manga books for it. That makes sense. Yeah. Either way, Scott Pilgrim, they said the release for season 2 for because they pushed it back in. 2 for Oran Host Club is going to be this month on the 21st. We will see, because I've been lied to before. Not that I'm aggressive or upset, but not happy.
Right, I'm ready for season 2 because I can't get into the manga style. I tried.
The manga looks weird.
Yeah. Like the style of it,
Not
I'm
enough.
just like,
Yeah.
I'm trying again hesitant though, but for now,
I'm good. But yeah. All right.
Any other stories, ladies?
Sorry, my daughter's screaming. I want to say that that's it. Don't watch Goblin Slayer unless you have sick mind, or just skip the first episode. Don't watch Goblin Slayer. I don't care.
You had his rants of anger and hate. But
well, hold on. Question. Well, not a question.
Come on, bro. That first episode, they need to
I didn't hear what she said. What happened?
be put down for that. That first episode of Goblin Slayer is super graphic. Okay, it's super. I feel like I would enjoy the story if that wasn't going on. You know, whatever. It's not news. Whatever. Just gonna sip my Starbucks.
I just had a comment. It's not news or anything, but I actually started watching Cowboy Bebop, you guys, for the very first time because I couldn't do it as a kid.
Why couldn't you watch it as a kid? What's wrong?
You'll understand it better now as an adult. You have life experience behind you, so you'll get some of the themes better.
I agree.
Who has life experience? I don't.
Also, that first episode is always so cool.
I know, right?
You know the sad part? I'm just like, I just get distracted by the opening every time. I've only got 3 episodes so far, but that's all I get distracted by. I'm just like, yes.
Tank is an amazing song. The guy who did the music for Cowboy Bebop, he's like, I'm just gonna put my dick on the table and just let you guys look at it. And it's like, yeah, it's big.
No, hold on. Hey, once you do watch it, there's this one episode in Cowboy Bebop where like there's this girl or guy, and they technically have both genders, and it's hot. Okay, I wet myself when I first seen it. I was like, did they make these? I want it.
Why?
Because the way they did that character, I was like, popping hair, you walking up all on me naked, you have tits and a penis. This is all I have ever asked for my entire life. Yes. Okay, are you telling me that I don't have to be bisexual? I can get you? Where can I put in my request form?
Yeah. Also, the ending is probably my favorite because Real Folks Blues is probably one of the best ending songs ever. I enjoy it. But yes, you'll enjoy Cowboy Bebop. After that, watch Trigun if you get a chance.
I love Trigun.
Oh, bitch, I didn't know that.
Look, Vash is my favorite person ever. Vash and Wolfwood. I love him too.
Wolfwood is a fine bastard. Have you know what? I was about to say, have you read the manga to it? Because Trigun is a really...
I haven't.
The manga ends completely differently from the anime, but it's just as good.
Man, I think I heard it was another one of those. I'm just like, oh, so what was the point? But it's okay. I like Trigun too much for me not to. But the real question is, how many chapters does the manga have?
I don't remember. I know they have literally they made it a giant book. It's like this big, and it's just it's all of it, and it's just that big. I saw it at Barnes and Noble. It was a nice read.
Doable.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna be back with our next segment in just one moment, y'all. See y'all in a bit. Welcome back, y'all, and we're off to our next topic: hidden gem animes. These are just our own personal animes that we feel like the fan base just isn't that big, or people just don't give it enough credit. So, who wants to start us off on this?
Host club, thank you.
That's a damn.
Okay, wait, hold on. If the fan base is so big, why did it take forever for me to get my season? Okay. Yeah.
Money.
Wouldn't that one be like a whole company type of issue? Because
it is.
Wasn't that
Probably.
it might have been one of the companies that got ruined for some disaster? Or is that a different company for a different show?
What company does Ouran High School?
I have no
What's
idea.
the publisher?
I don't know. I could be mixing up a lot of information of snippets of stuff I've heard, so ain't no telling.
And anyway, with Ouran, it's like now they gotta find a new Tamaki. I don't know if they're even gonna keep.
Oh yeah, darn.
They'll have to replace if they don't keep him, because I don't think he even works for Funimation now. I don't know where he's at, but he's still doing stuff apparently.
Okay, so the voice of Tamaki was Todd, right?
No, that was Vic. Yeah.
Okay, so
Vic Mignogna? Vic Mignogna?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Vic got in
He
trouble.
played the other twin.
He did.
Todd was one twin, and I forgot the other twin.
Greg Ayers. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's sad. I have learned names because it's distinct voices.
Yeah,
I'm just proud of you. You know things now.
Hey, I have been learning names for a couple years now.
Right.
That's because they're distinct voices.
What's the name? I
can't hear you. You sound low.
Me? Might be my microphone. But anyway, if they're gonna keep Vic, keep him. If you're gonna replace him, find somebody as close as possible because they have to have the same energy.
Like, you know what sucks though? Todd is as close as possible to Vic to me, and he's already in it on somebody else.
I mean, he could be like not Regina Hall, but Regina King, and just do both voices and sound different. She did Huey and Riley for Boondocks, so why can't you do that for them?
But I don't think she could do Tamaki how we want.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying she does. I'm saying he does both voices.
Listen. Yeah, okay.
You group of didn't even finish my goddamn hidden gem list. There's 4 of us. Okay, we got shit to do. I have a timer.
Sorry.
Considering fucks. You know.
We got deep. Shut up.
Also, it came in.
That's not part of the thing. Continue the thing. Yes. I want to.
We are going to totally edit that, blur it, censor bar.
It's not nudity.
Yeah, Kai, make sure you put a censor bar.
All you got is the shape of it. Don't blur that.
Thank you. You know what? Anyway, all right.
Yes.
I also think, and I know it's gonna sound terrible, but I also think World's Greatest First Love, Ninja Nonsense, and fucking Junja Romantica, because they don't get the hype they deserve. People look at it and think that, oh my god, it's 2 guys. No, they don't look at the story, using the art style, because to me that's fucking phenomenal. And the love story in it by itself, all right, it could fucking carry. It's not as strong as Naruto and Sasuke's, but it could carry. I have nothing but respect for that shit. Is for people who love romance, the stories in those 2 animes are just wonderful. Okay, they're heart-wrenching as far as animes, but people can't look past the fact that they're yaois. And Ninja Nonsense is fucking funny. That shit is unnecessarily funny. That and Bobobo, they need to be put down for the shit they put in.
Bobobo's got some stupid jokes. Also, I just watched Ninja Nonsense for the first time last night with Yahida. That shit is funny.
Unnecessarily funny. That and A World Without Dirty Jokes. Therapy. Whoever made it needs, and that's
that anime.
Hold on.
Have you
guys ever even heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Alexis,
Yeah.
Kai, have you guys heard of this anime?
I don't think so.
What did you say? Could you keep cutting out?
Oh, it's called A World Without Dirty Jokes.
No.
Okay, 2 seconds. All right, it's basically non-perverts, well, a world without like dirty things, and then this girl basically gets obsessed with this guy, and she starts doing a lot of very terrible things to him, like she put her love juice and then made him eat it.
She put her love juice in some cookies and made him eat it. You're cutting out, Yahida.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all should watch it. It's a really, it's an anime. Let's just say that. I don't have another word to call that anime.
It's an anime that you don't want to watch around your kids and or family. Lock the door like you're doing things, you know, talking to you. Lock the door. Lock it. Be very suspicious. Okay. Do not let anybody catch you watching this.
It's not an anime to watch in public.
Thing, yeah, seriously. The cookie thing is the least perverted thing that I've seen.
I think it's called Shimonetta in Japanese.
It's an anime. It's not a manga, bro.
Right.
Yes, when he was on the ground outside and was on his face. You know what? Next person. Kai,
Okay. A lot of my hidden gems are like music based.
Right.
So, there's one called Kids on the Slope. It's a real short anime. Basically, it was just about an introvert that discovers he likes jazz, and that's literally it. And I was just like, it's so cute just to watch somebody that wasn't even into jazz, had no idea they were gonna fall in love with jazz, and just fell in love with jazz music. So he would go to concerts and everything. I don't think he learned how to play an instrument from it, but you know, it's just one of those small little animes that you just watch. Another one that I love is The Forest Piano. The Forest Piano is gorgeous. I love it. I hate that there's 3D. That's my thing about today's anime. I don't like the 3D, how they replace, like, you know, moving animation with 3D animation. And
there's very few modern anime that can do 3D well.
Right. And it had a little bit of it with the piano playing, but there was some points it did it great. And then some of it was just like, you could tell they were trying to rush through it. So it looked really rushed and ugly. But other than that, just outside of that, it's a really gorgeous story. It's sad as hell, but like I said, one of those good ones. And my top favorite recommended, there's an anime called La Corda de Oro. I don't remember the translation of that one, but all I know is it was about a girl that went to a music school. And, well, actually, she went to a music school by accident because her papers got mixed up with a different student. So, at first, she was going to transfer away. And, like, but then she fell in love with the people that were playing violin there. And she was like, okay, violin looks cool. And picked it up. And then she was like, I don't know how to play it. And what happened was she actually found a magical violin. So at first she was, you know, playing with the musical violin. I won't spoil it, but at first she was playing with the magic violin, and then, you know, everybody was like, "Oh, it's so cool! You're like new. How the hell did you play so well? You're brand new." But yeah, things like that. So those were my top 3 hidden ones.
Okay. Alexis, do you want to go, or are you good with me going?
I'm thinking too much, so now I can't remember exactly what it was. I know I wanted to say, because I'm trying to also come up with some more, but they keep saying stuff I've heard a little bit, and I'm just like, well, shoot, I'm gonna do it.
This is why I told you to write them down. But while I'm
doing it now.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys mine. My first one is King of Bandits Jing. It's only got about, I want to say, 6 episodes. It's one of those animes that never got finished, but it's amazing. So you follow this guy. He travels from place to place, and he steals artifacts from these bad guys who are running these places, and helps out the people. On the other hand, he's got a talking crow as his companion, and he wears this bright yellow coat. And for some reason, every time I look at his face, he kind of looks like Sora from Kingdom Hearts. which is probably why I watched it in the first place. But it was so good. I really wish people talked about it more. Second one is Get Backers.
Yes.
Get Backers is amazing. Yes, kind of. Yes.
I love it. I still have my high school flash drive, and a good chunk of my anime one was Get Backers. I listened to every single opening and ending from that series.
They're all on my phone right now. I love going back to Get Backers music.
I love Get Backers. Bond was like.
It sound wholesome.
Get Backers is
Not
actually.
wholesome.
It's not. It's so good. Get Backers is like your story is these two main characters, Bond and Genji, and their job is to get back things that were stolen or lost from other people, and they just run a little like retrieval service. But each of them has like a really weird power. Like Genji can he can create electricity out of his body, but Bond has this like super cool eye thing. Basically, he has the Sharingan and makes illusions and fucks with people's brain. It's amazing. One of the bad guys like shoots.
By that I mean like shit, pervert shit, and you got everybody else's anime sounds so wholesome compared to mine. Like
it's not wholesome, trust me.
They're terrible. Well, they're perverts. Genji's an adorable little dude who becomes a chibi every like 5 seconds, and it's so much fun. One of their main villains is a girl who like makes poisons. Another dude has scalpels like in his body. He just shoots out like he's a maniac. There's a dude who talks to animals, and he rode on a polar bear one time. It was great.
It was glorious. I love that anime.
And Get Backers is hilariously good. It's funny. It's got great action. Everyone should watch it. Kino's Journey is a good anime if you want to have, introspection and just kind of, have an existential crisis. Pre-Tears if you want to be a magical girl. It's basically she's magical Sailor Scout, but she's by herself, and y'all should watch it. Pre-Tears great. And the last one is Angelic Layer, which is amazing if you like Chobits or Card Captors. It's by the same people who made that. And Angelic Layer is basically Metabots, but with cute girls. So yes, I'm done.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what else? Fucking The Devil is a part-timer.
Yes.
Oh. Y'all, I gotta rewatch it because I don't remember crap.
I love it. It needs more seasons.
It did. It really did.
Waiting for more seasons from that show, and it never happened. I'm like, you terrible people. It was so good.
So many like that shit needs more seasons. The Devil's a part-timer.
So many animes that just never finished.
They thought he was evil as heck. No, what's wrong? What the fuck are you talking about? And she's just like, no, you've killed tons of people. No, fuck, I didn't. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm kind of a bitch, but I didn't kill all them people. And she's like, yeah, you killed people. Then they find out, smells fishy, the church did it. And I was like, what is all of this these like anime and books? I'm not saying that they're wrong because they're very right. If anything seems evil to me, it is church, religion. And The Devil's a Part-Timer is one of those things where it's like, wait a minute, it's funny. Funny is all, especially because they did not speak the same language as humans. And so the first couple of seconds was funny as hell. It's like, what is he saying? What is he wearing?
I mean, Lucifer had a whole season based off of, look, the church is not great. Like, they be fucking up shit, and like, I'm the devil. I didn't do all this shit. Why y'all keep blaming me? That was the whole point of Lucifer.
You know what? That's how I feel about the devil. Just got to be down there because like you have a lot of like old church ladies and stuff like that. Like all of our moms and grandmas, they'll be like, "Oh, the devil is doing this to me today." The devil be trying to get me, girl. Like the devil did not make you cheat on your husband and have a baby by this other dude. You need playing. That was you, homie. That was you. Y'all need to stop. Yeah, like that's what I be doing. And people, this is what I say, and people get mad. They're like, the Spanish people do it too. They'll be like, El Diablo. And you'll just be like, He did not make you stump your toe, okay? No, your stupid ass not paying attention, and the fact that all metal rails on the sides of beds are evil. That.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what I mean? Like, that's why, like, when I see stuff like that, it kind of hits me. Like, when you see books and movies, Kai, do you know what I'm talking about? Or is it, you don't know what I'm
Let's go to Alexis. Alexis.
I zoned out somewhere. Okay. I don't know where to start at all. Because one of my favorite things is Gugure Kokuri-san. I love everybody in that one.
Gugure Kokuri-san. Why does that sound familiar? I feel like I told you.
Because I think we might have ran across it when we were all still at school together.
He looks like a wolf.
Oh, now I remember.
That's one of my favorite things. I think everybody needs to see that or learn about it, read it. I don't care. Watch it, read it, either or. I don't know if y'all know the names, the specific names, but Gakuen Babysitter or High School Babysitter, everybody should watch and read all of that too. Kiss Him Not Me. Everybody should read all of that and watch it too because they're beautiful. I love everything.
I'm sorry, I love that baby.
That baby's adorable.
Baby's perfect.
And Love Stage, everything about that, and Made Some. Look, I like too much stuff. That could kind of go to like, it's fairly wholesome. Okay, I'll give you that. Because Gakuen Babysitters, it definitely is wholesome because it's just about a little kid and a baby like babysitting, and I love it because the kids are adorable.
I love the babies, man. And then when one of them got sick, I literally cried. I was like, no.
I like the little adventure that he had to go do his little task. And I was like, people were like, are you okay? But you know, like, do you need help? He's like, no, I got it. I was like, I had to look it up. That's an actual thing like little kids in Japan do. You have to do their first task by themselves. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
What is this, Among Us? I don't like that.
No, but like it's the first thing they have to do by themselves. Like they just have to like, no, like people can help sort of, but you know, they keep an eye on them, but they just have to go do it by themselves. Like, hey, they have to walk down the street to the corner store to go get something and come back home.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, so cute.
Yeah. Yahida would have lost her mind because I think by the age of like 5 or 6 that they start doing it. And I'm just like, Yahida could never.
No. She's gonna have a tracker implanted in the baby. We all know this.
I also have one more that I just thought about. I don't remember the full title, but it's got Tanaka-san in it, and I'm just like,
Tanaka-san. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's about it's basically just a high school slice of life thing where it follows this one dude is just so listless and he lives his life that way. And I'm like, the spirit animal of my life. Because I feel it. All he does is want to spend his life at school and home, sleep, and putting as little energy as he possibly can into anything. And I'm just like, spirit animal right there. That's everything. And it's a nice slice of life thing to just watch and read because I'm reading it too. Okay, that was it.
All right, so everybody just gave out their anime. So I hope you guys enjoyed our recommendations. Go watch them. They're great.
Watch mine, bro. Be a pervert, okay? We're done.
And we'll be right back. See y'all in just a few minutes.
Hey there, all. Here at SipTeawithSenpais, we have fun, don't we? Geese is just that animal.
You know what?
I was saying geese is just that animal that you don't mess with. That animal over there, nope. Don't you want to just grab a cup and drink some with us?
You just tell everybody the truth, and people who just can't handle it. You're the one who can't handle it.
Join us here for anime news.
Also, the merge between recently we found out that Funimation and Crunchyroll pretty much merged. So I'm hoping to get more English dub on Crunchyroll because I'm sorry, but I don't like reading. I'm American. I don't like what? Okay? I don't like to read.
Cosplay tips. This is on record. I did 6 2 years ago. And fun surprises.
That's all you
Complicated, the what was it? Sin, whatever, and yeah.
Sine and cosine. Is that
Sine, cosine.
Tangent.
Tangent.
Do y'all want me to just tell you what it is?
Yes. What is
Just
this?
go for it.
It's the hashtag. It's that symbol.
I'm turning it off.
I promise you.
We're available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Podbean, Google, Pandora, Google Play, I think, and so many more. If you can't find us, please feel free to search us on Google at SipTeawithSenpais. It's the easiest way to find us. Check out the description in our videos below, and we will join you soon. Bye bye. Today my tea is hot chocolate.
Who's starting this?
You know what? Hold on.
Back. Welcome back.
Because I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something very terrible, but that's before I realized you were deadass pressing the record button. Because I was like, man, I just farted and it went the other direction.
That is a terrible experience. But go.
Right. We're about to get into, I think we've like somewhat topic before. We're about to talk about minority characters in video games and, you know,
Anime.
There's not enough. That was a sneeze.
Never enough.
Never enough. You know, I need how do I put this? I need a video game that has the graphics of Uncharted 4, but I need like minority characters. You know what I mean? Like I need a woman with a hijab just boom booking it. Okay, just booking it. Got to just run in on somebody, beat ass. Like that's what I need. All right, I need variety. I need her to have beautiful dark skin or olive skin. I need her eyes to be dark. I just you know what? I just need it. It's because like just minorities are not represented enough. And I get that like a lot of people talk about they're tired of hearing people be like, oh, well, you know, now they're making movies where more main like characters are African American or something. I'm just like, if you don't,
but they don't represent them right. Like for one thing, the first thing I saw where there was like quote unquote representation was with Naruto in the Cloud Village, because you know everybody there is black, but you know nobody has like literally Killer Bee is like the only one that actually looks like a black person because he has braids. I mean, he has cornrows, but still, I'm just like, that's not how all of us look.
Also, he raps how he talks and raps at the same time. I don't appreciate that
like,
at all.
They think that's the only thing that we do, and I'm like, no. We can talk proper, we can talk ghetto and still beat your ass. But still, it's like, dude, I hated that. And I'm just like, but I will say I am glad that that Choji went to the black side. I was like, yeah.
He's like, I need a bitch who can cook. He's like, black women.
And the funny thing is, you only see his wife like fight, I think, once in the anime, and then they got married, and I was like, oh, Choji went black, yes.
You know
I was like, yes. And cuter, you know, the baby anyway, so I was like, yes. Go get him. Yes.
I feel like I don't weird to me because Chiha clan was treated like minorities. And I was like, okay, I fucks with that. I still don't feel like there's enough minorities in it, but I see it, you know, like I see it. Cause I was actually watching someone explain this because they were getting into an argument with someone else and they were like, oh my gosh, we get it. You're proud of minorities, keep them out of anime. Someone was like, do you think all these characters are white? They do. But they were talking about the fact that the Uchiha pushed to the outskirts of the village, discriminated against, treated badly. They had a leader in the village that hated them just because they were Uchihas, nothing else. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, I see it. I still don't feel like there's enough, but okay. I somewhat appreciate Naruto for this, but at the same time, I feel like maybe the Uchihas should have had darker skin to make it more obvious. But either way, I still feel like we need more. I like we have dark main characters where they have like a full afro. You know what I mean?
Not,
like, I'm tired of them having dark skin but straight hair.
Dark
like,
skin, but they're not even black. They're Spanish a good chunk of the time. So it's like I keep thinking of Chad from Bleach.
That was my first thought too, and I'm just like, when I found out,
I like the fact that his introduction.
They're like, oh well, I guess it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the fact that his introduction and his backstory of being like part Latino was like integral to his story, because I still distinctly remember the thing I remember most about Chad is him talking about his grandfather and the scene they did with it. And I was like, this is beautiful. And I was like, I had never, and the fact that the Tite Kubo, the guy who writes it, he's like, oh, I'm throwing Spanish and Latino culture up and down this motherfucker. Because like there's a whole group of bad guys where all the names that they have is in Spanish. And I'm like, I thought it was so interesting, at least in terms of that.
I do love it. One thing I do have to say that I hate is whenever I'm seeing like a Spanish character in something, they're normally like, so there's no such thing as Panamanians, no Dominicans.
I think he was Mexican. Yeah.
No Guatemalans.
I think he was.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of people from like Venezuela and stuff like that. I'm like, no Brazilians, like no Portuguese people. There are more. What are you doing? Like, and you know, I'm trying not to get aggressive, but I'm just like, okay, continue. And but that's what I want. And it's not just like, when I'm saying minority characters, I am not just talking about African or African American people. I'm literally talking about, I want to see like Somalian people. I want to see Indian people. I want to see like different people. Like what a lot of people don't understand, there are also like a large group of Russians who are, why are there none of them in anything that like you see? I'm not, when I'm saying like the Russian Asian thing, I get that most like anime characters are Japanese, but I'm saying like you don't see that in any other series, if that makes sense.
I think if we were to compare, I think you see more diversity like that in fighting games. So like let's talk about like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 9, not Mortal Kombat 9, not Mortal Kombat 10. Tanya is portrayed as an Indian woman, or at least Indian looking woman. Yes, if you look at her during the cutscene, she looks
the wrong thing. Okay, no, I'm tired of this. Not for that. Mortal Kombat, most of them are they're not even close to the fucking word human. So anything with Shiva, no.
Okay, first off, okay,
but I love Shiva.
Shiva's an interesting one. She got a little bit more African looking in Mortal Kombat 11, and then Jade has jumped from Brazilian to black to from like they're trying to portray her as a dark-skinned Muslim woman because she wears a hijab in a Mortal Kombat 11 now, basically. Wow. It looks great on her.
I am so behind.
That I'm like, and like I said, Tanya went from, you know, just this dark-skinned woman of just like she could be anything to distinctly looking like she is from Indian or Indian descent in 10. And then Scarlet went from white woman to she is distinctly looking almost like Northern European, the Ukrainian up there. Her features. And I was like, at least when it comes to like things like that, like Mortal Kombat or fighting games, they do a lot more diversity. They put people of color in there. Yes, there's still stereotypes. Let's not even front on that. But they try their best. Like Maya from Killer Instinct and her sister Mira. They're both Brazilian, but they're twins, but they're fraternal twins, and they have distinctly different looking Brazilian features. Like Tanya's more Afro-Brazilian, not Tanya, what did I say? Maya is more Afro-Brazilian. She has actual braids in her hair. While Mira is more white, Portuguese looking. And it's great. At least I think it is.
I'm here for it.
I like it. I like it. It's interesting. It's just nice to get a different view from that perspective, at least. But yeah.
I surprisingly have a lot, but y'all
Go
want
ahead.
to keep going. I didn't really have to.
So another one where it's got an interesting look at people or characters is Hades. Kai is playing. Kai's and her boyfriend are playing it right now, but Hades.
Yep.
They Supergiant Games did an interesting take on the Greek gods, where they're like, dude, the Greek gods were worshipped by not just people in Greece, but by an entire area. So all the gods are of different races and ethnicities. Athena is a Black woman. Hermes is an Asian male. Dionysus, Southeast Asian. Every god is a person of color. And they all look so beautiful, and they're all done so well. And like, they are not even that, they also represent a lot of people on the LGBTQ spectrum too, and it's great. I mean, love
but
Hades.
that makes sense because God.
Exactly. Like, the main character Zagreus, he's like canonically bisexual, and then you can like put him in a polyamorous relationship. Achilles is a white guy, and his lover Patroclus is a Black male, and they love each other to death. One of the main characters, Orpheus, is non-binary.
Wow.
And his girlfriend is Eurydice, and she's a nymph who it looks like a Black woman, and her afro is like a top of a tree.
I see
it's
it.
gorgeous.
It was gorgeous, and I was like, yes.
Hades was like, I'm just gonna go out here and I'm gonna throw it all in your face.
This is just sounding to me like this needs to be some kind of a cosplay we need to do.
Oh yes.
You should, wait till you look at the art for Hades. You will fucking die. It's great. League of Legends. I don't play it, but I love the splash art and I love the lore behind it. League of Legends has 3 characters that are Black. There's Senna. She's this Black girl with these amazing braids, and I love her. Her man Lucian is over here. He's got dreads in his hair. And then Echo, who his original hair is actually a mohawk, but if you go for his true giant skin, which is kind of their little band they made for League of Legends, he's got the Killmonger hair going on, and he looks amazing.
True Giants. If y'all haven't seen the music video, please go watch it. It's worth it.
Go watch all the videos. They're so great. But yes. And then also like Kiana, she's one of the main characters. She's Latino, and she's in her True Giants one. She's speaking Spanish throughout the thing. And I was like, this is the greatest skin ever. They're like, no, we're going to make her speak Spanish. That's what she's based off of. Yeah. And it's so good. Y'all would love it.
I love it.
The last one I have is Final Fantasy characters. I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I didn't have many.
Look, I don't have nothing.
So Final Fantasy characters, like you can see the evolution on how they treat Black characters or just people of color characters as it goes on. Like Barrett from Final Fantasy VII is, everyone's like, he's Mr. T. He's got a metal gun on his arm. In the original 7, he's like, very kind of loud, aggressive. He's still loud and aggressive in the remake, but he's given so much more character. He's a dad. He tries to take care of all his friends. He's dealing with things, and it's such a good characterization for a character who you feel like was kind of made a caricature in the original one. At least I did. Donna from Final Fantasy X. She is this hypersexual. She's a summoner too, but she's kind of sexualized with her outfit. But she's also kind of I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm going to save the world. You can just stay over there. And I kind of love her. She kind of reminds me of Yahida. I love her. Redis and Fran from Final Fantasy 12. I hate that game because it's just way too long and too political. But Redis is this guy who, he's a pirate, a sky pirate and a land pirate. And he's like, I'm going to help you guys, stop this evil kingdom from destroying the world. I have a lot of regrets, but, it's not going to stop me. It's so cute.
This is hold on.
Hi, Mama.
Yeah. I gotta let it dry because we just sprayed it off and cleaned it off with some alcohol wipes. It's all soft and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just excited about it. Yeah, that's what my dad bought for Amora.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and it has like a little backpack on, and then you detach the doll, so it's a backpack with a thing on it, and it's just like have a little friend, you know. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry.
So, Fran is part of a whole race of brown bunny women. There's some things to say about the bunny women, but they're all like, they're the legit people of color in that entire game. And she has such a good story. Then there's Sass from 13. He is probably one of the characters I've always wanted to cosplay the most because I love him. He's a dad. He's intelligent. He's like, he's a pilot. And he wants to like just protect people. And he's such a good characterization of a Black person because he's just a normal guy. He doesn't have any kind of, tropiness about him that they like to put in there.
Right.
And the last character is Sania Yeager from Final Fantasy 15.
Is David trying to be a senpai? Is David trying to be a senpai?
Your wig is so popping.
Wow.
What was I saying? All right, Sania from 15, she's a side character, but she's just this Black woman and she's a biologist. And you're like, what? Not because you're like, what? That's like, Black people can't do that, but you're like, this is interesting for a Final Fantasy character. You made her a whole ass scientist. And she's like, I give you guys missions. I need you guys to go do these things so I can study this and do stuff like that. And she's like, so cool. I was like, a Black woman and a scientist? I feel it. I feel this in my heart. But yes, I've just talked about all the Black characters I happen to like from different video games. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
He's fine. Because, like I said, I'm behind on any and everything. I ain't caught up to nothing. I ain't got nothing.
I'll say I don't have nothing new. Because, I'll say this. They're on their way. They're not perfect, but I know Cannon Busters, I like the art from that.
I'm still in the process of working my way through that. I think I've only gotten 3 episodes in.
I haven't started it yet, but I do like the art style. Because Black people actually have some Black, except for the one girl, the one lead where she had blonde hair, like, the way Japanese people have it. But there's a guy with an afro, and I was like, yes. We need more of this.
Yeah, like real quick, the new Yakuza game that came out not long ago. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. I can't think. The guy has he has like an afro, but they did it to him by mistake. It's like a week because I know a lot of Asians are like changing their hair to be more like African American hair. But dude has an afro the entire game, and I'm just like.
I feel like that's probably the best thing that people be doing and stuff like in anime and video games, at least when it comes to Black people, is their hair. Like you see the evolution, like, oh, there are different haircuts. Usually it's just the afro, and then they started to do different things. Like Barrett's got like basically a faux hawk. Sienna's got these beautiful like gold braids. Killer Bee's got cornrows. I have never seen a Black character in anything with cornrows that's coming out of Japan. Y'all was like, let me just pull this nigga's hair back.
First of all, what I wanted to really know is who's doing his popping ass braids. Them shits were neat.
Brother, because his brother's got dreads that's got cornrows just as long. He's like, we just do each other's hair.
Can you hand me the oil? You know what?
My God, I would love to see what are small businesses like in the Hidden Cloud Village. There's so many natural hair salons, great places. Everyone's got different things going on.
Can you picture it? So you didn't detangle before you came here? That's an extra 35.
Naruto's blonde butt come walking in there. He's like, "What are these?" He's like, "Yeah. It's Kiki Twist. What you mean?"
Right? Like, oh my gosh, imagine the first time they seen somebody from another village. Oh, what flat iron you used? Flat
They be
This
like,
is how it grows out of my head. What did you do to
how
yours?
many black women ninjas do you think just be going wash and goes? You're like, I got things to do.
That's what I wanted to see in Boruto. I wanted to see more modern people. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to see more.
Right.
I was always sad that Choji's daughter's like, how come she don't have no braids? Like, come on, man. Someone got to be doing her, putting her hair back and something over here fighting and shit.
But it would have been
Because even a mixed child still has textured hair.
All right, come on. Get that brush and do them baby hairs.
I can't be the only person who thinks that she's in school and then like when someone gets disrespectful, I know you're not talking to me. Okay?
I know, right?
I know.
Have you met her mama? Absolutely, she does that. She's like,
She calls her mom in the middle of class.
Ma. She's like, Grandma, Nana.
That's how we call them. Ma.
My grandma coming to the village wearing a muumuu and a bonnet with rollers on. She'd be like, "Who over here trying my grandbaby? Got the house slippers on and everything."
Oh my god. You know what? Okay, next, because I'm gonna do this shit. Okay.
All right, our last thing we're gonna do tonight is rap lyrics by Kai. So Yahida has a request.
Okay.
Oh, hear me out. For everybody listening to this, earlier today I was talking to Kai on the phone, okay? Because that's my bitch. I talk to her every day. All right. I annoy the fuck out of Kai. I take at least 4 hours out of her day. Every day. So I hit up Kai and we were talking and Kai was saying this one thing and it reminded me, like her voice, you could tell like Kai's voice is soft. Kai is a living cartoon character, okay? Without like the exaggerations. So I was like, what happens if somebody with a cute voice reads rap lyrics? I know it makes you think of like little kids cursing, which is always fucking funny. Like, you know, you watch those videos and you're like, hey, don't say that. But when you have a little kid with no bass in their voice walk up to you and go, you fucking bitch, you're just like,
they wouldn't do the both words. They always just say one word, fuck or bitch. And it was like,
I just want to hear Kai fall pocket or just get so mad one day. You goddamn thought pocket. This bitch.
First off, the day that your child comes home from school because she got suspended by calling her teacher a thought pocket or one of her friends, I want to be there with the camera so we can record this and I can laugh. For posterity's sake, just posterity.
Hold on. I am not one of the parents that we had, okay? When my kid calls me from school and they're just like, hey, your daughter did such and such. And I'm just gonna be, well, what did you say to her first?
Your teacher called her teacher a thought pocket because she wouldn't share the crayons.
Why didn't she share the crayons? That's just selfish. You're supposed to be teaching them kids to share.
We were, and she said, fuck you, these are mine. You thought pocket, what am I supposed to do with that?
Hold on. As a class, you should be sitting here giving these kids individual crayons and stuff. Like, don't you know germs are a thing? Kids could get sick from sharing. Like, nah, bro, you can't be doing that. That's my kid. Like, I'm gonna be that when I go home. I'm like, you did not say that to your. Be nice, okay? If they didn't earn it, be nice. It's not worth it. However,
when she says I was being nice, I could have called it something else.
That is a very Yahida thing to say, my child.
Exactly.
What am I supposed to do? Okay. What am I supposed
don't be your mama, be your daddy.
I'm a hypocrite. I'm like, that's a bad thing to do, and she's literally watching me do it. Like, I'm a parent in mind. Anyway, I want Kai to read some rap lyrics. I know that she's not going to be comfortable saying some of them. So Kai, whichever verse you see that you are comfortable with, humor the fuck out of me because you will definitely be my ringtone for the next 3 months. No pressure. No pressure. But pressure.
All right, let's read. I'll do 2 out of the 3 because I am not feeling great right now. All right, here we go. He say that pussy's so good that he want to take off the condom. I told him he's pushing his luck. He better be happy I fucked him.
That's right, bitch. You tell that nigga he better be lucky.
Y'all imagine your boyfriend?
I don't ever like cat.
It's funny. It was funny. Like Aaron was like, you know, that's not a thing you would really do, and I'm like, I know, but they wanted to hear it. And he was like, okay, just have fun with it. I was like, okay.
All he has to do is say he hates me. Jesus.
Like, this is all your fault.
He knows it's absolutely my fault. First of all, Kai, the minute fucking 3 words. Alexis started fucking dying from
I was not prepared. I was just like, I read what you put in here, but I was also just like, how is this about to sound?
Thank you. That's the thing. I want to hear how it sounds in Kai's voice, because to be honest, I would kill to have Kai's voice. I would literally murder a group of grandmas to have that. Would. Come on, guys. Hold on. Hear me out. Y'all have heard me talk about some shit that we have to censor and I can't even talk about on the fucking podcast. So imagine some of the stuff you've heard me say in Kai's voice. All right, I would. Yo, come on.
There's some shit I know. Shut up, Kai. Read the next lyric, because now you're gonna put thoughts in my head and I don't like them.
Alright, this will be the last one because I am really tired. Alright. Point a chopper at a nigga, now he's running like a racetrack. Catch a nigga while he waiting on his dinner. Cut his head off, leave his ass with a full plate. Nigga talking shit, put the metal to his mouth, now I call his ass brace face. And then your bitch up for grabs like a And your bitch up for grabs like a sweepstakes. I'ma eat her ass like a cheesecake.
I just should have read that last part. Now that's gonna be her ringtone for you.
I'm fucking sweating. For anybody who wants to know, the first one is a song by Kin the Man. It's a woman, but her rap name is Kin the Man, and it's called He Be Like. And the second one is that song that we've seen all over Vines by the people Hotheads. And when you hear her say that's what they did. It was groups of boys in a locker room. He's like like that's so like hearing her say that
the part where she said the racehorse, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm like, my chest died.
Like, I'm trying to hold
Keep
it
that
in.
ass like a sweepstakes. Win that ass like I don't know. Fuck you.
Now we back to my business on a face with my nut like a
y'all out there have requests. Let us know, and I will try it again.
Don't worry, I've got a couple.
Everybody like the fuck out of this, because I absolutely need to hear Kai do this. You could just make this a once a month thing. I'm good. Okay, I'm good.
Leave your suggestions in the comments or on our Instagram page, even on Twitter.
So when we upload this to YouTube, it will have some bleeps, but I will put the unbleeped versions on our Instagram. So keep an eye out for that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I cussed a lot during this episode. I was foul-mouthed. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I don't care.
I was about to say, don't pretend like you're not nasty mouth when you come over here and you're on your knees and never mind.
Shut your face, first off. And me and Yahida discussed it. I love to cuss because it just tastes good in my mouth. Thanks, Monique.
It does. When it
tastes great.
Like, I am so annoyed. Isn't as tasteful as, oh my fucking God. Just be like, just saying, oh my fucking God.
It feels like you're getting it out. And I mean, so thank you y'all for coming tonight, hanging out with us, listen to us talk about anime and video games. I've been your mediator senpai, Nyera.
Bubbly Senpai Kai.
Jill Senpai. Hi. Hello. Bye. See y'all another day. Whatever day that be.
Your super hood senpai, the beautiful demon Yahida.
Don't forget to watch our anime recommendations. Don't forget to put your request for Kai saying rap lyrics in their suggestions.
Dirty rap lyrics.
Support all brown people. We'll see
Yes.
y'all next time.
Support
This is-
all people, but uplift, okay?
Uplift the brown folks, you know.
Yes.
Help them out. Help a homie.
Them non-minorities, they got it all right.
Somebody
They
be
go okay.
racist, punch them in the throat.
True.
But
And if
you
anyone
can't
takes
make
off some
offensive
girlsy
comments
job,
when you can't
box
breathe.
them.
Box them.
Box them right in the face. Don't touch a woman's hijab. What's wrong with you? What would you raise?
Exactly. Oh my God.
But
You cannot.
before we get on
I
our
cannot
rants,
do that. You know what? Hold on. Period. Don't touch.
hold on.
Don't touch their hair. Don't
You're
touch their
breaking up.
body. Don't touch another person that you don't know because you get laid. Fuck.
You're like, because at that point you
You're like-
forfeited all rights to argue back or why you just got hit.
No,
So as Yahida
forfeit
says,
your life.
while
You
she's breaking
forfeit
up.
your hands.
Don't touch nobody who
How
don't
you
want to be
gonna
touched.
touch yourself with no hands?
You can take
Think
away
about that
consent
next
at
time
any
you touch me.
time. We are giving no means no. Consent can be taken away at any time. But on that positive note, we will see you guys next time. This has been SipTeawithSenpais. We love you guys. See y'all next time. Mwah!
I know the lyrics, bro. The lyrics.